Imagine this. It's 10,000 years ago. You're huddled in a cave with your tribe. The storm's rolling in and everyone's looking to you for guidance. Someone stands up, maybe a bit shaky, and says, "We need to hunt before the big storm hits." And boom, just like that, the first leader is born. Leadership is all about its glory, where it came from survival. Wait, what? No fancy boardrooms, no power suits, nope, it just came from survival. But leadership doesn't just stop there. It's evolved, it's transformed, and it's still shaping life today. So let's dig into this journey of leadership and its origin, because trust me, it's more wild than you think. Let's rewind. Way back in the day, survival was everything. And leadership, it was born out of necessity. You needed someone to guide you to when the storm was coming. Someone who knew where the food was, or how to avoid danger, and when to pack up and move along. The first leaders weren't the biggest or the strongest or the fastest, but they were the smartest. They knew how to read the land, the weather, the needs of their people. These early leaders made decisions that helped the tribe move forward and survive. Neanderthals were an extinct group of archaic humans who had smaller groups that rarely developed leadership structures. Think of it like this. The reason Neanderthals didn't outlast us wasn't because they weren't tough. It was because their leadership models didn't allow them to adapt quickly. Homo sapiens had the age, and it wasn't just the strength anymore. It was about being able to work together and lead a group towards survival. Fast forward to ancient civilizations, leaders became rulers, and these weren't just people making decisions, they were kings, pharaohs, emperors. They were seen as ultimate decision makers who ruled entire civilizations. At this point, leadership was all about power and hierarchy and control. It was about making sure that your people did what you told them because they didn't have a different choice. But then came the Industrial Revolution, and everything about leadership changed. Suddenly, leadership wasn't just about kings sitting on thrones, but it was about managing workers, organizing resources, and making decisions effectively and efficiently. It was all about getting people to work together and to make sure things happen. Today, leadership is more complex than ever. Now it's not just about telling people what to do, but it's about inspiring them, empowering them, and sometimes listening. Think about it. Leaders like Steve Jobs and Greta Thunberg, while they didn't conquer civilizations or rule with an iron fist, yet they led millions of people towards a massive change. They've created visions that people want to follow. Here's something that's crazy. Studies have shown that the best leaders often share one expected trait. That is, they're great storytellers. Turns out, when you hear a good story, your brain actually lights up in a way that makes you trust the speaker. And we're wired to follow people we trust. Now here's the crazy part. Despite all the changes in the world, the core of leadership is still the same. It's about creating a shared vision and getting people to follow it. Whether it was gathering hunters for a mammoth chase or gathering your startup team for a big pitch meeting, principles are identical. Leaders have always had one thing in common: the ability to communicate a vision that inspires others to take action. But get this, anthropologists believe that even something as simple as laughter has evolved as a tool to build trust with early human groups. Imagine that, early humans using laughter as a team building exercise. It was a way of bonding, reducing tension, and creating a sense of psychological safety within the group. Laughter, like storytelling, became a tool to get people to connect and trust you. That's what leadership is and has always been about: creating connection and trust. So what can we learn from cavemen, kings, and CEOs? Here's the thing. Leadership isn't just about your title. It's not about whether you're the boss, the king, or the manager. Leadership is about actions. It's about inspiring your team, building trust, and creating a vision they actually want to be part of. Because trust me, no one's going to follow you just because you're in charge, or they're probably going to resent you. You've got to lead from the front and by example. Think about it. The best leaders don't just stand at the top of the pyramid. They get into the trenches with people. They're working alongside them. They're guiding them and showing them the way. Leadership has come a long way from those early days in the cave, and the journey is far from over. The principles that we see today: trust, vision, connection. They've all been with us from the beginning. So what's different now? The scale, the tools, and the impact. But at its core, leadership's still about one thing, which is getting people to follow you and you leading them in the right direction. I have to say, if you liked this video, take a look at the link for our brand new leadership alignment workshop, which is perfect for transforming teams into unified, high-performing units with a shared vision. Whether it's a one-day or a multiple-day offsite, that's going to be perfect for your leadership groups or your board. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it, and hit the like button.